We're in a pretty densely populated area, Hamilton. But SwiftSocial has actually expanded us across Ontario. So we're doing generator sales, all generator and electrical sales, all across Ontario now.
Fantastic. Right, and that's just a result of the Facebook ads that we're doing for you, right? We've been doing those for like what? I think Caden told me it's been about 2 months. Is that right?
Yeah, we're running on about, I think we're just coming up on 2 months now, into our second week into the second month, and we're doing really well.
Fantastic. And did you ever do anything like that before you started working with us? Like, did you ever do any of your own meta ads or pay like other agencies, Google ads, anything online, or what was that kind of like before? Like, how did you get customers in the door?
So we did a lot of like B2B. We ran fairs, home shows. There was a bunch of different things that we tried without constant consistency. Um,
Right.
and then Swiss Social, like you guys really killed it. Like we're um, doing the Facebook ads, and they've really come through for us.
Great, great. What's your experience been like with the leads that we get you? Like, what type of people are these primarily? Obviously, there's going to be some good leads no matter what. It's just a numbers game. But what's your experience been like with lead quality and stuff like that? So social.
The lead quality has been really really good. We have full information. We have phone, address, email. We have everything that we need to get in contact with them and then remarket to them later. So it's been really really fantastic, um,
Right.
and we're getting a really high conversion rate on these clients.
Great. If you don't mind sharing too, like what type of conversion rates, at least roughly, are you guys getting on these leads that we've been getting you the past couple months?
Yeah, if my sales guy can get into the house, he has an 80% close rate on these jobs.
Wow,
So
that's
with
fantastic.
a small phone call, small 15-minute phone call or introduction, and then by the time he hits the home, he's closing about 80% of the leads.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And what do you do on that phone call? Like, I guess maybe we'll start off with, what percentage of people would you say actually pick up the phone, like of the leads that we do get you?
Um, you're always gonna get a few people that don't and a few people that do, right? It's a numbers game. So
Mhm.
I don't have 100% the numbers on who's answering, who's not right now, but the people that do are good leads.
Right. Fantastic. And then once you guys do actually get in the door, what how do you sell? I mean, at 80% close rate, that's fantastic. Like, do you push financing a lot? Is there something that's kind of like a big lever for you guys in your sales process, or it's just kind of like all the little things done right?
Um, so one of the key things, like you have to be you have to do everything in this market right now. Like things are tough in Canada. Um, so you have to do financing. You have to have a solid presentation. You have to build trust with the client. Um, you have to be able to take every form of payment, e-transfer, credit card, uh, and you have to have good skilled electricians. You can't just have sales guys. Like you have to have good solid electricians that are going out, knowing what they're talking about, and really presenting that to the client. That's I think why it's working so well.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. Okay. Um, let's see. So, do you know off the top of your head, like what type of numbers you guys have done since you started working with us? So, maybe for example, like how many generators have you installed, sold, like revenue added, anything like that? Or
Yeah, I want to say just in generator sales alone, in the past month and a half, we're somewhere north of 300,000 in gross revenue.
fantastic.
Um,
Mhm.
just in a month and a half. So I ideally would like to double that next month, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and I think too with your ad campaign that we've been running for you guys, I believe we started off at like a smaller budget. I think it was like $70 a day or something like that, right? And then it seems like somewhat recently we increased it up to like $250 a day, somewhere in that neighborhood, right?
Yep.
And so we've been scaling ads too, and so that like that 300,000 in the month and a half period, that's maybe at least partially with the reduced ad spend too, and now it's going even faster, right? So.
Yeah, we started around 70. We bumped it pretty quickly to 100. And then once things were rolling pretty well and we had a good cost per lead, um,
Mhm.
I upped it to like 250. So it's been working really well.
That's fantastic. Are generators a big part of your guys' business? You might have said this at the start too, but are they like a big part of your business, or you're trying to grow them into a larger part, or like what kind of shop do you guys run in that aspect?
Yeah, ideally we did full home electrical. We were doing a lot of conversions, like home conversions, into like duplex triplexes, and we would do the electrical for those, service upgrades, things like that. But we really found that generators were a um, solid item that we could make a presentation on and sell to a solid customer base. So ideally, I think we're gonna try to move into being like a solely a generator company.
Mhm.
Um,
Right.
because that's what our goal was. We just couldn't hit our right market.
Right. That's fantastic. What about generators specifically? Like as a product, do you like about them? Do you like selling about them? Yeah.
Um, so the nice thing about generators, it with a solid team, you can get them done in one day. So we're doing as long as hydro and permits and things come together for us. We're doing 1 day installs and 1 day sales. So it actually works out really, really well for us.
Mhm. Right. That's fantastic. Okay, great. Um, Kind of different question for you. So there's a lot of people who might watch this at some point eventually, whether I like send it out in an email or something, or I like put it up on the website, whatever. And they're probably, they're wondering like, hey, like, is this a scam? Is this like, because you see all sorts of Facebook ads and stuff like that. Like I think you probably did when you came in and got in touch with us originally. You see all, people, they like to make a lot of promises and stuff, but it's like there's not a lot of people, especially in the marketing industry, right, who can actually deliver and do consistently. So what might you say to somebody who's kind of like sitting on the fence, like, I don't know if I want to give them a shot, or even just, not even give us a shot, but just like hop on a phone call and just ask some questions and stuff. And like, what would you say to that person?
Um, I tried multiple agencies before this
Mhm.
with uh, a lot of due diligence. I looked into a lot of these people. I tried um, reaching out, multiple calls, and even if I hired them, like the performance wasn't there. There was always an issue, communication problems like that. The nice thing with SwiftSocial, like I never saw that. That I always saw great communication. When something was wrong, things were taken care of right away. If I have questions, I can text in. Somebody's answering me. Um, they're in the ad accounts every day. I
Mhm.
I see great results from this.
Right. And what too, also for people who might be watching this in the future, also like what's the communication structure like? Like I know this obviously. You have a client success manager assigned to you, but how does that kind of work day to day? Like if you have issues that come up or questions or concerns, like what do you do? Is it convenient for you? How does that work?
Yeah, it's really nice for me as the business owner. There's a million hats that I wear, so it's really nice. Like I can just open up my ads on Facebook. It's all in my own account. I look at what's going on the day to day. If I have a question about something, or we're getting bad responses on an ad, or there's, hey, what do I do about this and this and this? Instead of emailing back and forth, I just shoot a quick text, and it's great. Like I get a quick reply.
Right. Fantastic. Okay, great. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Is there anything else that I guess besides that you'd say to people who maybe are watching this, thinking about maybe specifically Canadian clients too, right? Because I know, somewhat recently we previously only serviced American clients. Then within the last like few months or something like that, we moved into Canada as well, and we've had a lot of success there. Like with you, other awesome Canadian companies too. I actually used to live in Quebec for a couple of years. Fun fact.
Yep.
um, so yeah, what might you say to a Canadian client who's kind of considering it, and they're like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work in in my neck of the woods, or if that's just like only like works for American companies. Like, what's that been like specifically?
Yeah, business is business. It doesn't matter where you are. You just need to know what your ideal client is, and you need to have proper systems in place to be able to tackle that. It doesn't matter where your advertising company is, um, But if they perform and they have good communication, there is no doubt.
Awesome.